Hey you guys, welcome to another episode of DayShawn R show, or if you on my Arthur channel. What's up? Welcome back. And not to mention my this is my co-author Mizuki Dragon Warrior, and he's my current author Mizuki Leader of the Dragon.
Not co-creator, but co-brain. So yeah.
His name is Jonathan Gray, but he's from the Jonathan Gray show.
John Gray.
That shit there. And
thank you, Stumples. But yeah.
But anyway, we want to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of being a damn co-writer. Now, Ibarra is exclusive. It's me all by myself. But
Noir is my own story, and I'm working on that.
He's been working on that for 5 years.
And you've been working on Ibarra, man, for 8. So yeah.
But wait a minute, hold up, wait. Before we dive into this, let me point out one major thing, my man.
You had a lot of co-authors.
I changed Ibarra six times.
Actually, to be fair with you, Ibarra actually is the wonderful story of you working with co-authors with that.
This one right
because
here.
Before this came out,
by myself.
Actually,
it took me 2 years to write.
Actually,
2 years.
Actually, before this one even came out, or even that one came into fruition, you had 2 co-authors with that one.
Crystal.
You worked with Crystal, and you worked with Maria, and everybody else gave you suggestions for like specific stories and whatnot.
I can dive directly in there. No, what he was saying is Maria. Now sometimes you get that
now this is the negative part of.
Now sometimes you get that co-writer that think they completely and utterly better than you. And you know they already comment about everything you do, even the choices you make in the actual book. And they were like, okay, I don't like how she acting like this. She's too spunky for me. He's too stupid. You know, or these people are too this and they are too that. And you know, it don't work because like she think that she think a certain people act a certain way. You think people act a certain way, and so y'all don't match at all. So it's hard to actually keep writing with that particular person. That was my problem with that particular author.
Actually, let's start this thing off of saying, well, in terms of being like a really good co-writer, is that number one thing that everybody needs to understand is that communication is key to anything. And what he pretty much explained was that when you have a partner who doesn't want to communicate and pretty much doesn't want to understand like where you are coming from or understand like the ideas that you want to present.
Differences too, because I'm black, she Mexican. It was kind of hard to actually match. Like, damn, why do all these girls act like that? Because they niggas, okay? They gonna act that particular way.
I mean, honestly, I understand like that some people that they want to stay away from a specific stereotype, or that they don't like stereotypes, or that they don't like this, or like that they don't like how like that a specific type of people is portrayed. But again, you have to communicate this to your partner, or at least not partner, your co-author, of saying, listen, these characters, they have to act this way to convey this. I have this planned. A plan. Where does this fit in the story, and how can we grow it to to kind of fit in with the story? Whereas in his case, such as talking about like Mexican gangs and such, which was a problem for them, as that she took that to offense of saying, how come Mexicans got to be gangsters?
And then why are the black people speaking in some type of slang type manner? They should have a more vast vocabulary. And then her character seemed too fucking smart. Like, why? Where the fuck did they go to school at? Why they all the same person?
Yeah, they all talk the same. They act the same. They act the same. They think the same. They have the same outlooks for everything.
I know it did not work. And then my other co-writer, Crystal.
This is also another slay in the works of communication.
Where you got a girl that just think that she gonna take it. Like upon herself.
Oh yeah, that's right. The problem queen. Oh yeah.
To put drama throughout the book, just to make it spicier to a drama sale. So basically, when you got somebody that too idealistic and they just do what they want without telling you, that's a major problem too.
Of course, because again, communication is the crux of your entire story, or at least the entire crux of you two working together. Because again, how can you write a story if your partner really doesn't know like what you have planned, like what you're planning on doing, or pretty much like if you have anything or like any interesting twists and whatnot. I mean, honestly, it's not a wise idea to treat the person who that is helping you write and edit chapters, treat them like a beta reader and say, so yeah, you got something planned number for this. Oh yeah, you will find out, and then just throw drama or throw some type of problem in there of saying, yeah, here's this brand new character who has all these like layers, man, to their backstory. I have something planned for them later. Or naturally, you would just tell your partner.
Or she's just randomly just made her character get hit with a date rape drug, and then threw my character in a random fight. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing?
Just randomly just makes things happen.
And so basically, now this how me and him. I don't tell you how me and him actually work this out.
We've been doing this for years, but
the
honestly,
thing is, we can do. Wait. That now he do got a major problem as a actual co-writer, but he fished it over the past few years. But he's just lazy. We got a co-writer that you just like.
Actually,
wait, I'm not done.
You were kind of coming to me late. I mean, a bit early, because before me, you still have 2 more to talk about. You know that, right?
Oh my god.
Well, actually, dude, you have 3. You have 3 more to talk about.
No, I got two more.
Wait, Esteban wasn't a co-writer?
No, never.
Oh, okay.
Ryan. Okay.
Because you have 2 more to talk about before you get to me.
You gonna take about a good 5 or 7 minutes.
You also have your own problems as well, so
I want to hear it from you, but anyway, Ryan. Now this is the type of guy that.
So pretty much, like, let's classify them as the types, okay?
Okay, Maria. What was her?
Maria, or at least as we've kind of already stated, Maria is the high and mighty one. The one of saying, who pretty much thinks that you kind of fit that one a little bit and you fixed it a little bit, which is the
superior writer?
No.
I'm not mad at her now, by the way.
Not the superior one. The one who wants to take control and thinks that this is like a fucking race or some shit like that, or like that this is a competition between you and the other person, of saying like, I know this, or at least like the entitled one of saying, I know this, I have done this, I have been doing this longer, so therefore you should listen to me because I have problems. Crystal, on the other hand, was pretty much just the hype one of just saying, let's do this because it's interesting.
She's basically the Michael Bay of the whole thing.
We will remake this video in the future.
Just throw a motherfucking explosion in there. That's basically what she is.
We have to remake this video and make it better, like in the future.
We could actually redo it.
Let's remake it in the future though. But still,
actually, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I know.
It's disorganized.
Yeah, I know.
And you know how
I'm just doing it. Though.
Actually, the thing about it being disorganized, this is how it is to be a co-writer too. You see, it actually fit the actual concept. Think about it. It fit it.
Which is why I said we can make a more controlled one in the future. But still,
actually, no, it's still you get. They don't get the message. They get the message.
Still, you kind of. But this is where we come into Ryan, because we both worked with Ryan, and Ryan was the. I want to say. He was the critical partner, because a lot of people will actually have that partner.
And he was a critic. He already criticized everything you do, and not to mention he was that one that turned out all your ideals as well.
Sometimes you will actually have a partner who just may feel is that pretty much this won't work with your story. Now, honestly, I understand.
Just because something seemed boring to him or uninteresting to him, it should be in there.
I understand that some people like that, they may not present, and like a lot of people are not good presenters, because I stumble over my words not a lot. I know that I'm not a good presenter verbally, but like my work shows itself. Meaning that if I can present it in a good way, like with me telling you about like a forest or like a town or like a dragon or something like that, like me verbally telling you is nothing versus me writing it out and painting the picture for you.
And that way you excel at it.
Which is honestly very different from me presenting a story to somebody.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't impress everybody. He's the type of person that you gotta impress me before it ain't gonna work. You know, I want that in there. It, you know, y'all not going to click if you got that type of person that just turned out everything
and
think his ideals are better than yours, but his powerful attack is called Fireball. He's like the most uncreative person ever, and then get to the point that when he see what you do, it seems like he turned down just because it's better than him, and it's like an ego problem there. You won't want to cross a couple people like that.
Yeah.
And then that next
I did
guy,
actually run into that though, man, when I first started riding with him, and I was making like all those little like just trying, man, to like find, man, like the kind of story that I wanted to write, where like I mean, was just throwing, man, like little things, man, like at the wall and whatnot. And for some reason, he was kind of treating it, man, as if it was like a serious, like already edited story. When it's like, well, dude, I'm just a beginner at this. I started this in high school. Like this isn't nothing like
I've been writing since I was 12 years old.
I mean, sure. I writing
stories.
Sure. I've been trying to tell stories for most of my life, and yes, I've been like.
He's still trying. I took him under my reading. He's my people.
You kind of haven't, but
I did.
You haven't.
Don't listen to him.
You haven't.
Whatever he write, his greatness right now is because of me.
I can just slap. I can just slap you through that wall.
Hey, I gotta take full credit.
You can't, but
anyway, and then we got that other person. What DeAndre is?
The competition.
The competition. Meaning, if I come up with anything that amazing with a character, like we do fantasy, people that got supernatural powers, superhero powers, shit like that. But anyway, some anime ability type stuff like that. But
sometimes you will run into that type of writer or co-author who pretty much feels as though is that. Pretty much, you have to one up your partner every single time you want to create like a story, a character, something like that.
Let's say he has the ability to cause more fire, and he could just incinerate anything he touches.
He can conjure up ice in his left hand that is strong enough to freeze fire, but is strong enough to cause but like in the other hand he is strong enough to conjure up fire that is able to burn in water, and
then this fool will say that my character, he can summon lightning that can hit the ground. When it hit the ground, it create ice and earthquakes, and I'm like, why are you doing this
with no real context behind it? I mean, again, listen, at that point you're making JoJo characters. And believe me, JoJo characters are characters that pretty much are specifically made to beat one another.
And the thing is, what we kind of get at is, me and him ran a science fiction book. It got to the point that the character for both of them was so OP, all the characters we made was so OP, that we couldn't even write a story.
That pretty much, it got to the point to where that, that the crux of most stories are two things that drive a story: premise and conflict. Okay, if you have a premise but no conflict, you have no story, because everybody's strong enough to solve every conflict, unless it's just personal problems like between the characters of like, hey, you're ultra powerful but yet you don't talk to people. Well, the story now is, hey, we have to get him to talk to people. That's pretty much the only conflict that you can think of, because anything that's combat based, they can just walk right through it.
Yeah,
so there's no real reason for that.
That would have made a problem with that guy.
And it wasn't only one; it was a crux of a whole bunch of people. So that's kind of the problem.
Now let me get on this guy right here.
And you as well.
No, I'll go first.
Well, actually, we do have our problems, but you need to realize something, okay?
Wait.
This has been... Well, now, there's one... Oh, yeah, and before you get into that, there's also one little thing that has been going on between me and him for, like, the long while now.
Actually,
no, I wanted to just point this out, is the fact that we're not saying that these people are terrible and that you can ever work with them. It's just that you have to...
Sometimes that y'all don't match.
Sometimes you have to realize is that sometimes these things that they do work out in the end is just the fact that you just can't expect overnight, fixes, because
like even in like basketball term, it took LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh a whole season to actually figure that out, and then they won 2 back-to-back championships. Sometimes it takes time.
And we've been working on our thing, man, for like a long while.
Years. And right now, I see how great we could be together as co-writers. But I don't explain how that could work, though. But,
versus all the other people, though, he's worked with He's worked with the competition for years. That never worked out. He's worked with the criticizer for so long. That has never worked out. The bossy one, not that long. The fucking excite bike co-writer, the one who wants drama and spicy interest, like do it for the McCool. That one, I don't even think that you could even.
Me and her wrote a 414-page book, and only 3 days had went past. I don't know how that happened.
Because pretty much, man. Well, I was in that too, and pretty much the reason, man, why that happened is because we had a whole thread on Facebook. We just kept writing it, and then just kept going straight down and whatnot. And
that shit was fun though. Back
and pretty much,
what, that 2008?
And it was about nothing. It was a whole 400-page book about nothing.
Okay, actually, let end this video and start up another one because this won't get too long.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna make a part 2 now.
Actually, no. Like, how to, like, knowing your partner, or at least knowing your co-author and knowing how to get around their faults. That's video 2.
Indeed.
This one should be called the types of co-author you run into.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, we out here. Peace.